Tuesday, November 2nd is Election Day in North Carolina. One-stop early voting starts at 4 locations across the county on October 14th and ends October 30th. When you vote, you can select a Court of Appeals judge and a Superior Court judge by a method called instant runoff voting. Terry Robertson is the director of Cumberland County's Board of Elections, and she explains the instant runoff ballot used for the first time in this election and encourages eligible citizens to register and vote.
On November 2nd, we're going to have a general election that will contain federal, state, and local offices. There will also be a constitutional amendment on the ballot. The constitutional amendment will be to add to the Constitution that no one who has been convicted of a felony can run for sheriff. On the ballot, there will be U.S. House, U.S. Senate, North Carolina House, North Carolina Senate, Clerk of Court, District Attorney, Sheriff, Commissioners, Board of Education, Soil and Water, Superior Court, Court of Appeals, Supreme Court. This year we'll have instant runoff voting. This will be a first. It's a statewide for Court of Appeals. And there will also be a local office, which is the Superior Court District 12A. Instant runoff voting is the voter is giving the chance to choose their first choice. And that's what will be tallied election night. And in the event that no one gets 50% of the vote after canvass, then we will do the second choice and we'll go through and tally those votes. So the voter's going to rank their choices first, second, and third. And they really need to rank them first, second, and third and not choose the same ones all the way across, because once one of their votes is counted, it won't be counted anymore. For the North Carolina Court of Appeals, there are going to be 13 candidates in that contest. And on the ballot for District 12A Superior Court, there will be 3 candidates. We're doing the instant runoff in this election because it's actually in the general statutes that in the case of certain judicial races, if a vacancy becomes available after the primary and a certain time before the general election, then it's decided using instant runoff voting. The deadline for registering for the November election is October the 8th. However, if they miss that deadline, we do have same-day registrations during the one-stop voting process. One-stop voting is an extension of the absentee. We will have our office open and 3 additional satellite offices open so that you can come in and vote at your convenience. If you're not registered, the best thing to do is to call our office and let us tell you what you need to bring with you. To register to vote in the state of North Carolina, you must be a North Carolina resident, a resident of Cumberland County if you're registering in Cumberland County. You have to be 18 years of age to vote. However, we do have pre-registration for 16 and 17-year-olds. But to vote, you must be 18 on or before Election Day. If you have been convicted of a felony, you must have had your rights of citizenship restored. We would like to encourage people to one-stop vote. The Board of Elections is located at 301 East Russell Street. That's downtown, directly behind the courthouse on the corner of Cool Springs and East Russell. And we will start our voting here on October the 14th at 8 a.m. We have 3 additional locations that will start on October the 18th, and they are located at the Hope Mills Recreation Center, North Regional Branch Library, and the Cliffdale Recreation Center. You can also vote by mail. It's the absentee process. You can ask us to mail you a ballot either by sending us a letter and requesting that we send it to your house, or a near relative may come in and make that application for you. The last day that you can request a ballot by mail is October the 26th. The turnout for elections vary based on the type of election that we're having. We have anywhere in a big election 70%, or we could have as low as 10%. The thing is that when we have an election, we prepare for 100%, so those that don't vote, we still are paying for them to vote. So we really encourage people to come out and vote. When you go to vote, you're voting for those people who represent you. So it's your best interest. to research these people, vote your heart, and not just go in and mark names on a ballot. If you need information about elections or where to go vote, you can call our office. We can't give you information on candidates because we are totally nonpartisan. We suggest you look at websites, read the newspaper, watch the TV debates, but get informed and then come vote on Tuesday, November the 2nd.